Polania, that's fun. Militant. Okay. Good news is Crimea doesn't have the militant board because we do. Okay, Crimea has engineering. And Albion has industrial. Poor Albion. So here's our tier list. Polania Militant's in B tier. It's probably a B+. Crimea Engineering's S tier, and Albion Industrial's F. So none here on Crimea is an excellent player. And I fully expect he's got the advantage here and will probably win, especially with us going last here. But we're in position to give him a run for his money. I mean, we're not dead in the water. We get some good encounters and we have a shot. Thanks, TBJ. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to play a stall game here, I think. I think I'd like breastfeed back. Bet you would. Bet you would. Albion Industrial is terrible. I think the one that gives you building and mechs with popularity would have been better, but I thought if I was lucky I'd hit tier 2. Ha 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 ha. Albion is good, at least you get them mechs. Albion Industrial. Albion can be alright. Albion Industrial is terrible. No way around it. So with this militant board, you can kind of play it two different ways, right? You can play it to or try to rush out the mechs and trade for metal move, build a mech, trade for metal, gain, build a mech. But note to self, place flag. But there's another way you can go about it, and that's to move, produce, enlist, move, produce, enlist, and see what you get off the encounter. It slows you down if you don't get a mech or metal off the encounter. But getting those enlist out there, getting that coin enlist quickly, because Albion has the industrial mat, we've already missed one of their mechs, but we're not going to miss two. So we've got the ability to rack up a lot of coin. And this militant board is just amazing for coin. Crimea going with a pretty standard start. Produce, trade to metal, probably another produce coming here. Yeah. Definitely want this coin enlist. And what do we take? We take coin so that we could potentially buy a mech without just depleting ourselves of coin entirely, because we could get the option to buy a mech for 4 coins. Hypnotic Poker. What's the longest game you played in rounds? Do you count games with bots? Because I once played a bot game that was 158 rounds so that I could score 1,000 points. And I did. Maybe like 26 against real people. I mean, that sounds right. Come on, be good to me. Okay. So do we want the recruit is the question. We definitely want the 4 metal because that allows us to get a mech this turn. Yeah. We want all the metal, I think. Wow, that encounter is OP. He likes it. That's commitment. So if you get into tier 3 and just produce an absurd amount of resources, you can eventually get to 1,000 points. What I did was I made the bot Polania. I attacked him and sent everything back to his home base, and then I put a mech on the wood spot and the farm. And the bots, if all their units are on home base, the bots will not leave their home base to attack. It's really dumb. But I just wanted to score 1,000 points, so I did it, and I think it was like 158 rounds. Just constant producing and trading for popularity, and you have to be careful not to get 6 stars in a scenario like that. It's very, you get to a point where you're like, oh, I can't do that. That would be a star. I can't do that. That would be a star. So what, we're looking at the factory in like turn 7. And he's got all his workers. He's going to take the enlist. He's afraid this game is going to go too quickly for him with us in it. Okay. Use the gain option here. So we don't really have anything we want to move. Nice getting 5 coins in one turn, right? We're doing all right so far. Whether we can keep up with Crimea engineering long term remains to be seen. We see a produce and going to 2 mechs here, 8 workers out of Albion. Send one back is going to be tough because we're not going to have a ton of power with this militant board. No, we're going to see a move. Albion has gotten an enlist. They have 3 pop. They do not. So, you get if you were Albion right here. What's under your move action? Are you just going to take the 2 food and 1 popularity? Deuce out of Crimea. 5 metal. Going to be building several mechs then. So we can't move to the factory this turn, so we're going to grab an enlist. Already got the metal, the mech one, so let's get the combat card one. In Hypnotic Poker, do you ever get the max pop? Rarely. It's happened to me plenty of times. But it's, I don't really go for it. Usually when it happens, it's because I'm trying to stall the game out and I'm building buildings. And it just so happens one or both of my neighbors is also building buildings and I pick up several encounters or something like that. It's rare. I mean, I think you'd get the pop star a lot more if, like, it was 15 popularity or something instead of 18. 18 is just a whole lot. Oh, we see a interesting. We see a trade for oil. Okay. Let's get on the factory and let's move a mech here so that we can attack just about anywhere we want next time we move. Ooh, I like this one so much. I mean, this could be good if we want to stall the game out, but this will also give us some power, which is much needed. You know what? I'm going to go for this, and we're going to play a stall game. Because I'm not sure I can beat Crimea here. And get to at least 7. I'm going to have to produce one more time to get to 8 workers, and then trade to get an enlist. So that just means the next time I get food off an encounter, I'm there. So normally I love going for this one right here. Just absolutely love it. But I'm still going to 4 pop off of my enlist bonuses. So let's go for a slightly slower game and go here. Try to preserve as much coin as possible with this militant board. And right now we're double everybody's score. There produces over that metal, over that deploy. It would be really nice to steal metal. We really need some encounters that are going to give us metal, though. That's for sure. Now, if we had the innovative board, we'd take that right there, because then we could spend it immediately, but we can't. We're going to use this right here. Let's take this one. I would go there, but I think Crimea would like to get a combat off of us, and I'm not interested in giving Crimea any combats I don't have to. The 2 power is nice. The 3 pop is nice. I would have liked to see some resources off of this, but I will take what I can get. That made up for losing the factory. Can't use that card twice. So we'll produce next turn. Probably then go grab another encounter and enlist. They have the move upgrade, they do. So Albion's almost at the factory by turn 10. Not bad at all. I didn't see the objective. 2 stars for Albion, worker and objective. For me, it doesn't have scout. We could play 7 plus 5 and just squander like all our popularity. Just to completely wreck Crimea's game. Because they can't move next turn. And we could build a mech immediately. They've got 4. We've got 5. You can play 7. If we lose the battle, the game's over. I don't think we're going to do it. Let's stick with the plan. I feel good enough about where I'm sitting that I don't absolutely feel like I have to gamble here. Because I'm going to go to 11 popularity next turn. If I'd had better cards, if I was sitting on 2 5s and I was sure I could have won it, I would have done it. Or even a 5 and a 4 would have guaranteed it, I think. Now it's scout. And an objective. I really want this. I really do. Because it lets me get the rest of my enlists. Probably giving up tier 3 if I do that. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to trade for 2 popularity and get this enlist, and then we'll trade for a food and 1 of the metal we need and get our last enlist. Albion has caught us because they're holding the factory and a lot of territory. We need some metal off these encounters though. Because I want tier 3 and I want to stall the game. I spent 2 pop on that encounter and it gave me enough food to where I can turn around and trade for pop instead of resources. Or, you know, I could go for metal, I guess. Mia almost certainly going to win this. Right? This is interesting though. Can they win this and not leave themselves exposed? Yeah, still not in a position to take them down. Okay. How much do I have wrapped up in tier 3 here? 5, 6 coins out of tier 3. Now you have me wishing I'd gone for this upgrade instead. Albion looks like they... We'll hit tier 3 anyway. Albion looks like they might be going for buildings here. So Mia's got 4 stars. But we're tied. I think it's time to spread a little bit. What, we can pick up 2 territories? Pick up another tier and 2 territories. What would that give us? 6 more coins plus 8. 6 plus 8. 14, get us to 54. is starting to spread. Doesn't have Wayfarer yet. Probably should have brought him to this, because then I could split out in 2 directions. Let's see what that did for us. Might not be enough. Because Crimea could end in 2 turns if they have enough. We'll pick up 6. Right? Trade for 2 resources, spend 2. If I was Crimea, next turn I would probably use my trade. Is Albion going to consolidate? Crimea can still hit him there with 1 unit. He's got rally, right? Yeah, he could bring another unit right there. But Crimea can Wayfare to this with the factory card. But they won't. They'll come for us right here. So there's a mech incoming. Yeah, I don't know about that move. I mean, Crimea has 5 power. They double team Albion, they win easily. I don't know what Albion's trying to do. Maybe just get as many points as possible. 7. Crimea doesn't get Wayfarer. That's good news for us, right? Can't do much more spreading. Let's see, if we trade 2 resources and spend 2, we set ourselves up for a move deploy. And we pick up a star. And coin. Yeah, star and a coin. That's 5, 6. That would move us to 60. Crimea can end the game anytime they freaking want. Probably not next turn, though. We're definitely in a stall game now, in a major way. Where are we going to move? Oh, hello. Are we going to take the factory back? At this point, we're looking to see if there's somebody who's going to give us a chance to get cheap combats to force them to end the game. But Albions still need to star other than their 2 combats. Crimea already has 2 combats, so... Huh. Do they even have shield? They don't have shield. Can Crimea move? Factory move? That's a bit odd. I mean, they're taking back the factory, but they can't hope to keep it. No, Crimea is just going to take back the factory. It's too bad. We were going to take it, but no dice now. Just spends a card. Crimea just has too much power right now. Problem is, we don't really have a plan to get 6 stars, like, at all. I mean, what are we gonna do now? I don't even know. Albion's gonna run out of time. I'm gonna run out of time. I gotta move quickly. I think I am gonna go for the popularity star, actually. Albion's to 3 max. Yeah, 2 combat stars, popularity star. Albion gets 1 more mech, and they're set up to produce for it. I attack them and throw the combat. But I gotta go quickly because I'm down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I should have taken a worker onto this lake so that I could trade for metal or something. But I think I'm just going to trade for popularity. I think I'm going to move. Oh, that's interesting. Crimea just use the rest of their power. Well, that's really interesting because we can attack this right here and just build a mech. Even if they still are 5. That would get us to 4 stars. How many tundras do we have? Not enough. We have 1. Albion's out of time. He gives up. And that right there, guys, is how you stall out a more powerful combination against a really good player. I feel really good about that one. Let's watch the points tick up on this one, just for kicks. Pretty close after resources. But that coin, though, that militant board. Good game. All right. Feel good about that one.